man. Rise and grind, fire birds, financially independent, relax, early birds, gets the worm and birds of a feather, flocks together. This is Big Talk Live. Big ideas, big goals, and big vision. Yo, this episode, we talk about it's time to go all in. It's time to stop the procrastination and make it happen, Captain. You already know what the business is, man. So hope you guys tune in. Super excited about this one. It'll be a quick one. Also, if we have a little bit of time, we might do some reactions to some shorts, stuff like that. I hope you guys can hear me well. If you cannot hear me, please send me a DM or private chat and let me know if you guys are seeing this or not. Oh, okay, okay, cool. We are back in the game. Yeah, yeah, we're back, right? Here he is. Yo, we're back. Yeah, we're back. This episode, I want to talk about how important it is for you to just move forward with your game plan, right? It's time to start taking action. Time to start executing, and it's no reason for us to continue waiting. If you guys can't hear me, please give your boy a heads up. Let me know in the chat below. If you guys can't hear me, but if you can, man, leave some fire emojis. Firebird emojis. That's a fire emoji with the eagle. Fire bird. Get it? Fire bird. Anyways, also going live on freaking Instagram too as well. So what up, Instagram? Thank you guys for tuning in and appreciate it. Trying to reach a little bit of a more of an audience and get the message out there. But if you guys are first time tuning in, this is called Big Talk, big ideas, big goals, big vision, Q&A. Hit me up. Let me know what the business is. So, all right. That being said, man, let's just jump into it. You guys ready to go? Cool. Here we go. What does it mean to actually go all in? You guys see me? Look, here's the setup. Going all in on something. You know what I mean? I got notes, so excuse me, take my eyes off the camera because I do have some notes. I want to definitely want to speak with you. Going all in is actually become the hero of your own story. That's right. Time to stop the procrastination. Go all in with something. A lot of people are interested, but they're not committed. And I'll explain that a little bit later, right? Because the only thing that stands between you, where you at now, and your future self is your daily habits and your choices. That's it. That's the only thing. And my mentor told me that. What's stopping you from getting to where you want to go? Right? Let's take a look at your daily routine, your choices, your habits. What are you making? What are you doing? And how are you prioritizing what's important, what's not important? So just take a look at that, right? Um, and also what that means is that what you focus your energy on, right, is it amplifies. Okay. And what you repeatedly do is what you repeatedly get, right? So you focus your energy on where you want to go. If that's your future self, that's exactly where you want to be. So you focus on what you can control and what you can't. So, of course, you'll be making a lot of progress because that's the only way to get to where you need to go. To just take the action, commit to it. Okay. A lot of people are like, oh, you don't have all the answers. You already do have the answers. Deep down, you have all the answers that you need in order to get to where you want and you need to be at. You're actually saying, like I was saying, I'm not exactly ready. Well, there's no such thing as being ready. You would never be ready. You're always gonna be. No one's ever ready to do anything. And that's why you have to start, even if you're not ready. Even if you're waiting for that perfect moment, you guys, and just to have everything prepared, everything ready, you'll be waiting for the rest of your life because no one knows what exactly to do until they actually do it. And then you adjust, you adapt, and you go back to your drawing board and you come back again and again and again, right? Truth be told, you already did all the research already. All we're doing now is just thinking about it, trying to analyze it. No point. Time to go all in. All right, put your ideas into action. Everything is into action. True courage is actually to take action despite of having fear. All of us is fearful of the unknown, a lot of uncertainties, a lot of self doubt. But taking action no matter what, that's where true courage comes from. The path is going to be pretty difficult, pretty challenging, but that's the point. You expect obstacles to be removed out of your way, but the it's to get through it. The obstacle is to go through it. Today's struggle will be tomorrow's power. Okay. So for everyone that's on the fence, thinking about it, may not do it. Don't stop thinking about it. You just got to just pull through, take action, moving forward with it. So some of these notes I wanted to you know oh yeah, facing your fears head on. Okay. Are you committed or are you just interested? A lot of us are interested. No, we're interested in doing something. We're interested in trying something, but interest only means that you haven't made a decision to commit. That's exactly what it means. When you make a commitment, it's a different feeling. Commitment is when you're saying to yourself, like, you know what, I made this decision. You decided, you just decided to cut off something, and you're investing into that path. Again, a lot of us, most people are interested, only few are committed. Interest says that I should, I might, but commitment says that I must and I will. This paradigm shift, right? Crazy. I must and I will. So if you take a look at where you're at now in your life right now, and what you're telling the world is that you're committed to it. When you say you're committing to something, the whole world changes for you. Events, people, places, things start happening and conspiring to help you get to where you need to go. It's crazy. So if you want things to be different, go all in and commit, and you'll see the difference immediately. And when you step up to actually to commit to living each and every single day with intention, you start to leave that comfort zone. It's comfortable, but comfort is the enemy of progression. Hope you guys enjoy that little moment right there. It's so crucial, you guys, for us to just go all in and what you're trying to do and where you plan on being at. I don't know what that means to you. For me, it's this is a career path that I've always wanted to do, and I know it's a hard road. I know it's gonna be tough because starting is tough. Yeah. Well, actually, starting something is actually pretty easy, but following through and finishing it, that's the tough part. That's the hardest part. You know, um, you have to commit to going all in. Commit to being all in so you can be the best version of yourself. Being better than what you were yesterday, right? To just get to the edge of your comfort zone and moving forward with it. Like I said, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be very challenging, very, very challenging, hella hard. But you get to choose your hard. Regret is hard. Discipline is hard. Um, you get to choose your hard. Pleasing everyone is hard, and pursuing what you love most, that's hard. Choose your hard because the world is waiting for you to follow through with your commitment and not just be interested, be committed to follow through with it. Go all in on it, whatever that path may be. Get away from your comfort zone. And what happens is that you start discovering your gifts and your talents. I think you owe it to the world, to the universe, to God, to everyone to express your gifts and talent. And I struggled that for the longest time. I was like, man, I'm not built for this. I'm not ready for this. I'm not designed to be in front of camera. I'm not talented enough to be speaking to people, or not gifted enough to just start sharing my messages and start connecting with people. There's people that's on my chicken list. I'm like, man, I'm not credible enough to get to their level. But then it's like, man, why? Why not? Why not you? Why not me? Why not now? Right? And to hit the go live button and say, boom, jump on this broadcast right now and live with you guys. That's crazy. It takes a lot, planning, thinking it out. I'm over here trying to figure out, okay, what am I gonna say? What am I going to talk about? Um, what would it, what it's gonna be hard to do it, but we just do it anyways because I owe it, you owe it, we owe it to the universe to share our gifts and talents and help people get to where they want to go. You know what I mean? And just help, man. Maybe you might inspire, you might accidentally inspire the next millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You might make a huge impact in someone. I get a lot of messages in my DM, and just to kind of share with you, like, hey, they're telling me thank you for sharing that message, being vulnerable, being out there, and putting your message out there because it really helped me a lot. It inspired me. I'm like, man, well, really, truth be told, I was talking to myself, really, just talking to myself, preaching to the choir. I know I go through things, and life is hard, but we get to choose our hard. There's moments and things and events and people that has it wasn't in my favor, but I still continue to do what I need to do. I was blessed, you guys, this over the weekend to officiate my brother's wedding, and also I found out later that my daughter got married as well. That was hard to accept. It was challenging, but I wish her the best, and she's gonna do amazing in life, and with her husband. But that's life. Life is lifing, you guys. Now let's get back to it. All right, I want to share you guys something else in this live stream here, so we can kind of check this out. Let's start reacting to some shorts that I actually picked out, and some of it I've seen it for the first time, so please excuse me. This is some shorts I enjoy watching. So let me know if you guys enjoy this segment of the show. Okay, we're gonna switch over. Boom. Let me know if you guys can hear this.
Times more than your long-term CD has.
When I was 12 years old, my dream was to be a stand-up comedian, like Russell Peters. He was.
Life insurance is the world's safest industry. There's actually an account that yields 5 to 6 times more than your long-term CD, has guaranteed returns in most cases, and it doesn't have to be reported to the IRS, can be accessed anytime without penalty, and allows you to retire 100% income tax-free.
So the way life insurance taxation works is if the payments are tax deductible, then the life insurance that you receive won't be tax-free. But most life insurance, how it works that we have is the payments are not tax deductible, which is why when you receive that life insurance, it's tax-free. And for more accurate tax advice from a tax attorney.
I'm watching her reacting to her videos. She's actually a tax attorney. She's actually pretty smart. She's correct. Absolutely true. Yes, the death benefits is tax free, and they see the beautiful thing about life insurance, and what I love the most, and why I always go out there, be on a crusade, and share this message to people is that this is one of the only vehicles that have favorable tax codes built into it. So most people, they don't use life insurance as a death benefit. They actually just use it as a place to grow, right? Impregnate their money, like my boy Ron Baroga said, right? Get your dollar pregnant, um, and let it grow. But and then getting it tax free. This is huge. So if you guys don't already have one, look into it. There's a lot of different type of policies. It's all about the way you structure it, who you work with, and there's a lot of a lot of these videos out there on the internet world that's giving you a lot of misconceptions and false information. So be careful with that. But check it out. If you haven't already. Next one.
I got a big heart, right? Got a lot of love to give, and I'm very forgiving and all that, but like don't abuse it. It's been abused enough. I got a big heart.
That was Tiffany Haddish on the Jay Shetty show. Well, that's what happened. When you have a big heart, you put yourself out there, it's gonna get abused and used, right? But it hardens you, gets you ready. Because when you put good energy, positive energy out there, I mean, don't be afraid to share your gifts and talents and share your love because yeah, it's gonna happen. You're gonna get hurt, but continue doing so. That's what it's all about. It reciprocates and comes right back. Shout out to everyone tuning in right now. Hope you guys enjoying the show so far. We're gonna react to a couple different shorts at this segment right now. We just talked about a few things about to go all in, what it means to be committed, to be interested, and what does it mean to choose your hard and to actually just, you know, decide that you are now taking actions and executing on your plans. Because the difference between where you at now and where you want to go is your daily habits and your routines. And you get to choose that. You're one choice away from success. And I read in a book, it says success and winning is a choice. So true. Everybody got choices. All right. Look, back to the reactions.
I was at a conference, there were thousands of entrepreneurs, and there were 100 of us who were assigned to have a round table that would hold about 15 people. And we'd sit there and we'd coach those people on how to scale their business. So I had this bright idea. I'm gonna record mine. And I sat there for 2 hours breaking down all of the details of how we scale businesses. And literally we had 20, 30, 40, 50 people around the table, depending on how long they were there. And I was just showing them point after point, okay, lead generation, lead core product offers, premium value offers, continuity offers. So I recorded that. That was the genesis of the Boss Moves book. And I took the recording of that. In fact, I recorded it 2 or 3 years in a row. I took the recording of that, had it transcribed, had the transcript turned into a manuscript, and that is where the Boss Moves book came from. If you want to learn the principles in the Boss Moves book live from me, meet me in Tampa, May 21st, 22nd, 23rd at Offer Mastery Live.
Man, I just might. You know, my boy put me onto this guy, and he's actually pretty smart. You know, look at all that white hair. He got a lot of wisdom, especially on his beard, too. And, you know, when you attend these conferences and these conventions, you go to these places and you surround yourself with like-minded individuals, and they already, this guy put all his knowledge on a book, and that's a cheat code right there. If you guys ever get a chance to come over to my spot, my favorite place is the library or my bookshelf. But I have books literally everywhere, everywhere. And it gives, well, obviously it increases my vocabulary, number one, number two, but it gives you like insight onto how these successful people, how they move, what they think, and their direction, where they're going. And it's all, the blueprint's all right there. So I would definitely go to that convention.
What is the most common mistake that you see when it comes to Social Security access?
I think just not really thinking about, not having a plan. One of the biggest things we talk through is if you're married, especially in the scenario where there's a lower earning spouse, is protecting that lower earning spouse. Because let's say you both start, you retire at 65 and now you both start there. You could have started the lower earning spouse, delayed the primary earner until 70, because when one of you passes away, the lower amount drops off. And even though you started early, the lower earning spouse started early, and they're not going to be penalized for starting early once the primary earner passes away.
What is the most common mistake?
So confusing. They make life insurance so confusing, right? I know what he's trying to share, and the idea and the concept. That's important. You have to understand the concept behind it. So life insurance is the vehicle. It does a lot of different things, a lot of solutions built inside that vehicle. But you have to understand the strategy behind it. And every successful wealth foundation is built on life insurance, always 100%. And from there, once you have a solid rock foundation, you can start adding other, assets into your wealth foundation, including ETFs, stocks, bonds, securities, real estate, mutual funds, CDs, stuff like that, money market accounts, and bonds, muni bonds. So life insurance is designed to be the guaranteed, super important. So you can structure it. You work with a agent that knows how to structure that, and I happen to know a few. I'm also one myself, but I'm not trying to push anything.
We want to love ourselves. I love how Bob says we want to wake up and look ourselves in the mirror and just kiss ourselves. We want to love ourselves.
Do you want to kiss yourself? I'm sure you love yourself. You got to love yourself first. Self-love, self-image, integrity, having that ability to, share that love. That's so dope. You know what I mean? Love yourself. I agree with that wholeheartedly, for sure. If you love yourself, you care about what you take in, what you consume. That includes food, gossip, media, TV, film, stuff like that too. Not interested.
I can remember, Jan, the look in her eye. And she's like, I'm not going to sell.
That's insanity. $5 a gallon.
That is ridiculous. Biden, get it together, sir.
This is debatable. I don't know if it's Bidenomics and did Biden really cause the gas prices to go up and Trump lowered it. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments below.
My favorite little journey was whitewater rafting. I'm at the front of the boat going, can we bang against the rocks one more time? I still have cartilage left in my right knee. And are we gonna swing back around because I left one of my balls on the rock over there? Oh, an eagle has it, forget about it. They see a ball, they swoop right in.
He's hilarious, man. I love stand-up comedy.
You may find yourself in a position where you haven't quite saved enough for retirement, and you're thinking about pushing your retirement date off by 5 years. The question becomes, how does your situation improve should you decide to do so? How much more money will you actually be able to spend per year over the balance of your retirement? There are 3 principal benefits for pushing off your retirement by 5 years. The first benefit you receive by pushing retirement off by 5 years is that you give your money more time to grow and compound. The second benefit is closely tied to the first. Because you're still working, you're still earning income, so you're able to continue to make contributions to your retirement plan for each of those additional 5 years. The third huge benefit of pushing off your retirement date for 5 years is that you won't need your money to last quite as long. And this means that you can take larger sustainable distributions over the arc of your retirement.
Yo, in theory, that would be awesome. You can actually push off your retirement and work longer and let your money grow bigger. So eventually, when you really need it in retirement, someone told me that 70% of your retirement income is designed to be used for your health expenses, Medicare expenses. That's right. It's not really to go take on big trips and travel and all that. No, it's actually to do that knee and hip replacement. You know what I mean? And all these medications and these pills that you'll be taking. Because at that point, the most important thing is what? Health. I mean, I know a lot of 70-year-olds who are still working, 71, 72, sharp as a tack, super sharp. And I love that. A lot of people, unfortunately, they just announced it. Social Security will be depleted by 2035. Gone. So for those of you guys who are entrepreneurs, self-employed, not paying into Social Security, and you're banking on your business being your retirement, what happens if your business gets wiped out? What happens when AI comes in? What happens when labor costs, inflation, and the cost of goods and the cost of food, everything goes up? You have to sell your business, and you have to sell it at a discount for whatever is left. Like, I know a chiropractor, I asked him the other day, and I was like, dude, how much would you sell your business for? He's like, what, my business? I'm like, yeah, your business. What do you think? What type of business does a chiropractor have? What's his business, right? His ability to get up every single day to go and crack backs, crack necks. His equipment, you can buy that for cheap, So he gave me a number, and I was blown away by the number he told me. I'm like, really? You could just start a business, start a practice just like that? He's like, yeah, because I am the business. He is the business. So if he's the business, he retires, he's unable to crack backs, crack necks. He's just gonna sell off his equipment. Let's say he sells it off for $20,000. How long can you live off of $20,000 for the rest of your life? Not that long. So you have to really consider, where are you placing your money at to grow? So that way you can live off of it tax-free, passive income.
From the studio behind your apartment's high-budget back.
Pornography fills your head with an unhealthy and unrealistic sense of what kind of sex women want, what women should look like in bed, and what women should act like in bed. And the more that you watch, the unhealthier expectations of women and performance in sexual encounters with women are going to be. Your performance will have probably a pitfall, and this is going to damage your intimacy mentally and physically with women. So instead of watching porn, focus more on nurturing real life connections with women where you can connect, learn about them, and become more and more intimate. Also, this is a huge effect on a lot of men when it comes to their social lives as well, because you have to be really careful with this, guys. Pornography can become an addiction that makes you disconnect from actually reality, and your disassociation, and there's been so many studies on this, there's your disassociation with your brain, with what is real in reality, is harder to grasp in your day-to-day life the more you watch pornography. Pornography.
That is a whole nother podcast that we can get into. And I can tell you, my share of struggles with this particular subject, but a lot of people never talk about it because it's been normalized, right, by music, media, and it truly is. There's a lot of people out there who are sex addicts. I mean, there's a reason why the porn industry is making billions of dollars, and OnlyFans is a lot of people are making millions and millions of dollars on there, right? Sex work is it's not going to go away anywhere soon. It's because of our view or our how we look at pornography. No pun intended, but yeah, it's definitely detrimental to any relationship, right? um I have to do another podcast about that. For those of you guys who will be interested, let me know in the comments below. And this lady's actually pretty good. I didn't know how she popped up on here, but we do it though.
Own your high price upfront. I'm going to take a wild guess.
I like that guy too. But
Young
you know what, you
designers,
guys, I can
inexperienced
continue going
designers,
on with
they
this Q&A, shorts and reacting to it. But I have to curate some more shorts so that way I know what I haven't seen this yet. So for those of you guys who are interested in this type of content, give me a heads up. Let me know. We'd love to discuss more. And shout out to everyone that's tuning into, you know what I'm saying, to the to the Instagram live stream. Usually I don't even go on Instagram live like this, but this we'll switch it up a little bit, right? And you know, just have fun with it. But appreciate you guys jumping on in. We'll be cutting this show a little bit short right now. It actually went pretty long, 27 minutes. That's a long time for to do a live stream, yo. Just yapping on camera, being vulnerable. So don't forget, you guys, stay blessed, stay intelligent, stay gifted, keep doing it, BIGZ.